Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie and welcome to Dunedin.
Yes, it's pretty cold down here.
Now you're probably wondering what the heck we're doing in Dunedin. I know we've always been saying we're not going to come south in the winter. And then we went to Wanaka last video. And now we've come further south to Dunedin for what looks to be a pretty miserable week of rain and cloud. Yep. But we're here for a very important reason, and that is...
me. The twins need to get their lip ties done. So we tried to get them done when they were babies and they didn't quite meet the criteria for how bad their lip ties needed to be to get fixed. And now that their teeth have come through, it's actually causing quite a few problems with us for brushing them. So we'd got approved to get them sorted out at Rotorua Hospital with the paediatric unit there. However, we then would have had to stick around and Topol for another 3 months waiting on them to give us a date. So we came down, I called around a bunch of dentists down here to see if there was anywhere we could go that we could get it done privately, and there was in Dunedin, so we
Chelsea
could come down.
Pretty much called every dentist in the South Island. We were hoping for maybe Christchurch or Nelson or somewhere up the top where we're going to be in winter, but no, it was Dunedin.
No one would do it. So we considered flying back up to Rotorua when they'd given us the date, and just maybe me and the twins flying up, and it would have cost us over $1,000 in flights, and the twins would have been 2 at that point, so it would have meant a seat each for them. So
would have been expensive.
It would have been expensive. We figured it's going to be cheaper getting it done privately.
Yeah. So lip tie, by the way, if you're not familiar, if you rub your tongue up there in your lip, you'll feel a bit of skin that holds your lip to your face, I guess, and that in some kids can come down between their front teeth. And it just holds their lip down, so when the girls smile you can't ever really see their see their top for
teeth.
The viewers at home.
And sometimes it can affect speech as well, so we just wanted to get it sorted out. They just basically snip it. When Harvey was a baby, he had his done by, there was like a water jet that was used up at a dentist in Hamilton, but yeah, down here they just kind of snip it and then cauterize the... So
we got that sorted. We said goodbye to the family Sunday morning. We then travelled the 3.5 hours to Dunedin, and then this morning the girls had the procedure, which pretty much involves just burning.
It's like a soldering iron.
Chelsea had to hold the girls on her shoulder like that while they kind of put the
they scream their heads
thing in the mouth, and then just burns and cauterizes the flesh.
They did use general anaesthetic on, not general, local anaesthetic on them, so it wasn't super painful. It was just a wee bit scary for them having to be held still while they.
But 10 minutes later they were fine. So. So that's the whole reason we're in Dunedin. We came all this way for what was 15 minutes of the dentist.
Ended up being free as well, which was amazing. They initially quoted us $600 and we went to pay at the end, and they said don't worry about it. Our
tax money hard at work here in New Zealand. So that was quite good. So now we're going to spend the week here, I think. We might as well. We've come all this way. We want to chill out for a week. There's a few things in Dunedin we want to check out, like there's a castle here, New Zealand's only castles in Dunedin, a couple museums, might go to the library, rainy day stuff, so that's the plan for the week.
Neither of us have been here before, so it's going to be a fun time exploring, checking it out.
Alright, let's go take a look.
Hey guys, today we are here at Larnach, the castle in Dunedin. We can have a look around.
So this is New Zealand's oldest castle, and I should actually say the only castle in New Zealand. New Zealand's got one castle, and this is it. It was built in 1871, I believe. And in the 1960s it was actually sold to a local family here, and they have owned it ever since, as far as I know. They bought it as a family home, so imagine that as a family home. So we've paid to do the tour. It's a self-guided tour of the place. You just wander around, quite detailed little maps, tons of history in there, so let's go check it out. So this is the bathroom on the top floor. This marble bath here weighs 1 ton. It's not even that big. I have no idea how they got a 1 ton marble bath up so many stairs. I guess lots of people just carried it, I suppose. How's this? The baby's room and the nanny's room just down the hall there are on a completely different floor to the master bedroom. That's pretty ideal. Don't know why we don't do that these days. It wouldn't be a castle without a secret hidden staircase to the roof, would it? Check out these views.
Not an out castle. So yes.
Alrighty, so home for the last 3 nights here in Dunedin has been the NZMCA park. It's just a gravel car park, kind of in this valley. It's been a little grim, and I think just because the weather's been like this, we haven't been getting solar. The sun kind of pops up over this valley at like 10 o'clock in the morning and then it's gone by like 2 or 3 o'clock, so not a lot of sun. Solar's struggling. So to that end, we are going to the Dunedin holiday park for a few nights. Aren't we, kids? Are you excited? Hopefully they have a playground. We're going to go there, spend a couple of nights there, recharge the batteries, do a bit of laundry, and then carry on exploring Dunedin. We are in for more rain for the rest of the week. So there's a few museums and stuff we can go to, so I think we'll do that. We'll do a bit of museums, maybe go to the library one day and just kind of chill out here for the rest of the week, and then maybe this weekend start heading north. Alright, well it's pretty grey and miserable here this afternoon in Dunedin. It's Friday afternoon, I just finished work. We had blue sky, typical, right? Blue sky while I was working. As soon as I finished work it clouds over. But yeah, it's our last kind of full afternoon here in Dunedin. We're going to go and check out the famous Emerson's brewery. Emerson's is a beer that's brewed here in Dunedin. You can get it all throughout New Zealand, but pretty tasty. They've got a big brewery, sort of restaurant bar area in town, so we'll go check that out. And also New Zealand's steepest street, Baldwin Street, the steepest residential street in New Zealand, I think, is here in Dunedin as well. So we'll go and find that. Just go for a drive around town. There are a bunch of things on our list to kind of do, but probably later on in the year when it's a bit more summery. There's some quite famous train excursions that go from here through. There's a one that goes up the coastline, and also a train journey you can take through one of the gorges, which looks really beautiful, but probably better in summer. We thought maybe try and line it up for the weekend, but we're expecting this weather, so not the greatest for a train trip. There is also an albatross colony kind of out towards that castle where we were the other day. I think it's the only albatross colony in New Zealand that you can walk to and actually see the birds. Most of the time albatross colonies are like on an island off the water, so you can't get to them, but it's the wrong time of year for albatross here. So there's 6 chicks up there and that's about it. So they come in November, I think, from September onwards. So we're going to come back down in October, November sometime when it's a bit warmer and do those kind of more summery activities. But yeah, been a nice spot to stay. Good to have a bit of power here at the campground for all this kind of wet weather we've been having, but hey, it's all part of full-time living on the road, right? Take the bad with the good. Right, what do you reckon of the pub?
It was really tasty,
Yeah.
really good beer, amazing food,
Yeah.
cool vibe.
Yeah, cool. You can actually do tours as well, can't you? You can do tours of the pub. You can't take kids though, which is a bit of a shame. We could leave our kids in the car, I guess.
Top-notch parenting.
Yeah. Alrighty, so a bit of post-pub exercise. This is Baldwin Street right behind me, and this is the steepest residential street in New Zealand. I think it's the steepest residential street in the southern hemisphere, but yeah, look at that. It doesn't have a footpath up the side, a flat footpath anyway, it's got stairs. So Harvey wants to go up it, so I guess I'm going to work that bear and that chicken off and go for a wander.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I should not have eaten all that fried chicken, deep fried prawns, had a beer, then tried to walk up this hill. I'm dying. Some game people are driving up as well, but not too sure if our car would make it. I don't know. There's nowhere really to turn around at the top either, so yeah, walking up. Should we go back down? Some people get a crazy fast run up from the bottom of the hill before coming up here in their cars, but it must be a real pain for residents in the area. There's a few houses on the street for sale actually, but yeah, don't know if I'd want to live here. Alright, well we've ditched Dunedin.
It's getting pretty miserable weather-wise down there.
It was like a week of rain ahead, and Chelsea and I are both sick. So yeah, got out of Dunedin. Where have we come to?
You just don't want to say it.
Can't pronounce it properly.
Moleraki Boulders.
Moleraki Boulders. So we're heading up the east coast, we're heading north.
And we can buy the animals' food.
You can buy animal food in the gift shop.
There's deer and alpaca here in the car next to the car park.
Yeah, so we're heading north up to probably Timaru or Oamaru tonight. Starting to make our way back up to try and find some warmer weather. And we thought we'd stop off here at the famous Moleraki Boulders. They are some sort of strange shaped rocks on the beach, so we'll go check it out. Alright, well hopefully you can hear me over the ocean, but these rocks here are the Moleraki Boulders. There's a whole bunch of them on this beach, just in one little patch of the beach, like there's nothing out this way. It's kind of odd, there's just one patch here. And it looks like, and I'm no geologist, but it looks like they roll out of the bank. You can kind of see in the background there is one that's half exposed in the bank. So it looks like as this bank gets eroded, these rocks roll out and they kind of end up on the beach, and they eventually split up. They kind of have these veins running through them. It almost looks like resin. It's obviously some sort of other rock in between them. They kind of crack and look a bit like dinosaur eggs, I guess you could say. And some have completely exploded and fallen apart. Some are still intact and amazing. I don't know any of the information. I might pop some in down here so I can actually give you something useful. But cool little spot. Another one of those spots we probably should visit in summer, like I was saying yesterday. But yeah, we're here now. Might as well see it now and come back in the summer.